Y'all know what this is. This is the bags from the Asian stores. So my wife brought something on the last allowed visits here at the hospital. So I kept this little sack just for you and stuff. So uh, I'm keeping it real. So being being a little Asian boy from the ghetto, from the projects, you learn a few tricks that kind of stay with you. So um, actually, it's just another way of saying I'm a really bad hoarder. So I got this is my utility bag now. So I got like I've been saving up the extra straws that they give because you never know when they have to reuse a new straw. The extra napkins, I'll save those as well. So I got my extra napkins, crackers. I didn't eat the crackers from the meal, so I saved those. Let's see here. Oh, I got some soy sauce that my wife brought a while back. I got Q-tips. Need those. Although they could have provided here too. Of course, my lotion, which also serves as my hair nutrients because I don't have no hair product at all here. My extra mask that my wife gave me. Let's see here, and then packs of sugar and salt packets. Believe it or not, I actually keep the packs of sugars and salt packets and pepper packets because sometimes when you order the meal, like I'll forget to, like if I'm ordering scrambled eggs and I forget to mention, hey, I want salt and pepper, they won't give it to you. So whatever extra I have, I can just use that. So that way I don't have to call them. Although the customer service is really good, they have a lot of patients to cover. So it takes a lot of time, including like the extra hand wipes that I saved here too. The antibacterial hand wipes. I'll save those as well, just because, like I said, if I needed something, I could call the nurse, but they're so busy. They're running around too, and they have so many patients to cover. So I'd rather just have it handy. So that's my little keeping it real packet. So good morning, everybody. Kim Sang Lor here. Uh, Trying to look pretty, but it's getting hard here. I can't shave, so this mustache is getting kind of suspect here. I'm actually kind of worried I'm gonna end up looking like a 1970s like kung fu villain by the end of this session here. I'll be like, "Do you know who I am? I'm Lao Kim Sang, and this is my dance floor." And then a twerking contest would ensue after that against the other kung fu clans. But that type of kung fu movie is for me. It would be more like confused theater. So I know that was a bad joke. So sorry, I had to add that in there. But that's what you get when you're working with me. So right now this is my third installment, and this is actually uh, my third happens to be my third day of the double dose of chemo. I got the doxyrubian, which is the red Kool-Aid. Oh yeah! So they injected that out of that, like I said, the Costco hot dog size syringe where they actually have to do it manually, a little bit at a time, little bit at a time, little bit at a time. It's like 300. I think I overheard that she said it was like 350 milliliters of that chemo chemical. So the Kool-Aid. So she has to do that by hand, and then of course the cytarabine, which is they do it by syringe, and that's on running on 24/7. Um, obviously I perked up after I did this recording because I get excited when I get to talk. So, but before that I did wake up, pretty queasy. Um, Woke up with my third day of hiccups. So I think it's from all the fluids that kind of press up and make my diaphragm feel kind of full. So it causes like a muscle spasm. So I do get a constant like hiccup attack. So, but there I did mention it to the nurse, and they do have like muscle relaxers that the doctor can prescribe you. But gosh, I'm like so pumped up full of different medications. I didn't want to add to that. So fortunately, I've been able to try to sit up and meditate, do the four square breathing that Miss Megumi Azakawa taught us over at the Tacoma Refugee Choir. And so I've been actually doing that, and it's so far as successful. So after I got up and sat down, that's why I don't have the hiccups while I'm talking to you all. The other thing is just I feel like I'm vomiting. So they give me like a little vomit bag, just in case. But I really don't want to vomit. But that's what it feels like. So so oftentimes I'll just stay kind of quiet, which is unusual for them to hear me quiet when the nurse comes in the room. But I feel like I'm like at a party where my wife says don't drink because I know you're gonna get drunk, and here I am got a few drunk, like a few drinks in, and I'm like trying to Nope, I'm okay. I'm okay like that. So that's what it feels like with this nausea, where I'm trying I'm trying to hold it in, trying to play it cool. Like I'm not drunk. I'm not ready to throw up. So, um, but so far that's about the really only big challenge that I've seen so far. Thank goodness. Like I said, I'm 3 days into it on a 7 day plan. So we'll see how that goes. I'm still gonna be committed. I still have the strength to get up to the bathroom by myself. Got to take Fred, my buddy Fred, here with me, though, of course, and everywhere. Um, and because of that, I'm still gonna commit to the 2 walks. 30 minutes after lunch, 30 minutes after dinner. So I'll keep doing that as best I can. I might even ask for like a bottle of a bottle of water just to cover like little arm exercises and all that. So be like Richard Simmons' PBS exercise session. So, but yeah, so far so good. I'm just fascinated by the care, the sincerity of care that these folks provide, and I think a lot of it is just you know my contribution to it as well. Doing my part to be a good patient, so that they don't have to stress out about me. I think that's my biggest thing, because there's days where I don't feel that good, but I'm still very cognizant of the situation I'm in, that I could be in a worse place, but here I am, blessed to be taken care of by these professionals and the resources that they have at hand. So I'm always doing my very best to switch the lens, because like I said, it's a natural instinct to kind of feel sad, feel bad, and I'm not with my family, I'm not with my friends, I'm not out there dancing and singing, and but at the same time, like I said, I could be in a very worse position. So um, thinking about that position, I just want to talk to our folks out there, especially the Asian folks. We genetically, we actually kind of have these medical health risks that we are prone to, which is a lot of it's like our diet and our genetics, or pass on because of the diets, right? So oftentimes, the high blood pressure, high cholesterol, because of all the rice that turns into glucose, that turns into sugar, that turns into fat, and then all that sugar that we have as well. So a lot of us have diabetes. So you may know a lot of family members that have had a few of these, if not all of the symptoms. So, and even at a fairly young age, middle age, I knew that I was running into these problems, but like I said, I kept going. I figured my ADD, my activeness will kind of overpower all these things, but at the same time, because I relied on my ADD and my activeness, and I got no time to rest. I got no time to think about it. I think it caused me to ignore some of the signs that I should have noticed. Now, having said that, there was no medical sign though. My diagnosis, with this low blood count and low platelet count, it did kind of come out of nowhere, because as I mentioned to you, I was eavesdropping on the doctor's phone call, and he said, he looked at when I was in the hospital following my trip from Cambodia, where I ate the crazy ass duck feet and a case of beer with my cousin, and I got food poisoning, and I ended up in the ER at Good Samaritan in Piao. They did the blood checks and everything like that, and so the doctor at urgent care reviewed the blood counts there, and he goes, yeah, last year's blood counts, everything was good. So this is for this particular diagnosis, this MDS. It is, if you think about it, that was kind of blindsided. So it is kind of a mystery to see that the doctors didn't notice any of the warning signs from a year ago. So that is something to think about. So I encourage a lot of you all to kind of in this crazy go 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 world, which I allow myself to be sucked into, because I think I secretly enjoy it. It is good to take time and breathe, and kind of figure out your body's baseline. What is your normal what is your normal feeling? What is your normal feeling of pain, if any, or comfort or discomfort, if any? And then when it's out of that baseline, out of that normal, maybe it is a good idea to get checked. I know that especially for us guys, it's really hard. I know I was avoiding it because I'll admit I might have been scared. I didn't. I was always scared, like it's gonna turn into something bigger, and it did. But I should have just did it anyway. So I'll admit. But I'm glad that my wife literally coerced me to go. So thank you for that, my lovely Sra. So thank you. And so I'm glad she did that for me. But that's something that I want to just continue to share with you all. Just you know, be good to yourself. You know, just be good to others, and it'll be reciprocated. I wholeheartedly believe that. So I don't have much news for you. Like I said, just kind of the update on how I'm feeling after my third day of chemo. If there's any updates or crazy development, I will keep you all posted as well. Just again, letting y'all know out there from Tacoma, I still keeps it real. I still keeps it real. Okay, my mom will be proud. I'm reusing everything. So the nurses, after my month stay here, the nurse is gonna have to get a big old cleanup crew for like the hoarding network or something. So, all right, you all. Thank you so much for letting me talk and listen to me. I miss you all, and I definitely look forward to catching up with you all again. Okay, so take care of yourself, and some sucks. For those that don't know what sucsabai means, it's kind of like equivalent to the Hawaiian aloha, right? Aloha could be hello, aloha could be like chill, or aloha could be say thank you, and aloha could be goodbye. So sucsabai is kind of a way of saying, hey, are you well, right? Sucsabai te, are you well? And you say, yeah, but sucsabai, yes, sucsabai. And then when you say goodbye, okay, sucsabai, bong, or So basically, it means like be at peace and be happy. So that just for, and I'm going back to my old cultural cultural teaching class. So, all right, you all, sucks bye, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thank you so much. Bye.